Nestled on the banks of the Hudson River, Michie Stadium. It will play host to some of the nation's finest today and another thrilling edition of Army football. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Oh, the Huskers out here disrespecting wearing red.
And the Huskers will put total
it ain't right.
Started. Oh, he's going to go for the return. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Line gets set, first down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Quick toss. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming.
He's loose. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
And the Black Knights are rolling down the field. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Nothing but green ahead. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
They'll run the option. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Army!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Getting set for the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Cornhuskers moving quickly to the line. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike, Rozier, Roger, Craig. I am hip, but you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it...
Boy, Jimmy, it's not make a play, baby.
Nebraska's going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Parrish. Zings it complete to the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Trying to find his man on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
Ah, come on, Kareem.
Catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen,
Come on, Cherry.
Aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The option look. And the ball is free on the pitch. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Black Knights are on the move. They'll run the option. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, they'll take to the air. He's got the back in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Black Knights have taken it inside the 20. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on third and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got first and goal.
The Black Knights line it up with a first and goal. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Dropping back, it's Parrish. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
You gotta love edge rushers. These guys in 4-3s, they are guys that can penetrate, get in the backfield. Watch the right end, get in there so quick. Does a great job rushing the quarterback, knowing when he gets there how to get that dude on the ground. Give me my sack.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Huskers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. The give to the tailback. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Black Knights will have it 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain.
And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get
Boy, Curtis.
here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This offense has a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Parrish. Throwing right.
Oh, fucking pick the ball off.
To the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker is hot.
Yay.
He's got first down yardage across the
Fucking
50.
gay-ass
They'll mark
bitch.
it at the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete, a huge pickup. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out.
Run that again.
Maybe pick up a yard. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Six plays brought them here. Now number 7 on third and goal. Back to pass, it's Parrish. And
yeah.
The rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll immediately call
Fuck those
timeout.
whips.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect.
That makes the score Army 14, Nebraska 10.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And he
Fucking
goes
hold
out of bounds,
Anthony
coming
Nash.
up with positive yardage there.
Anthony
They
Burris.
say you could call holding on every play.
Ah,
They
you're
don't
killing me. You're killing me. You're killing me. You're killing me. You're killing me.
First down here for the
More
offense.
fucking holding call. Seniors.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looks
Ah,
as if they didn't get it off in
son of a
time. It'll
bitch.
be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. First down for this offense. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And it's slipped out. Defense coming up with a huge...
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. That's fucking trash.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. He got it. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Black Knights will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to the ground game on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's Parrish. Moving away from pressure. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
4th down,
you got,
and the
Nate, Sean?
sends it the other way. Looks it in at the 40. He's got great speed. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football, put a nice drive.
Come the fuck on!
Stress, we're still winning.
I feel like they think that
Fuck your
player
mother.
for player, they're the better unit on
Fucking
the field right
referee.
now. They just got to make
What?
more
There's
plays.
fucking 1 second left. Ugh. That shit is fucking aggravating. Fucking aggravating.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. from the gun. He'll try to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw on second down. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
QBs, when you see zone covers, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. On the option. Open space at the 25. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And the Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10. On the option. Now the toss. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Okay, ready? The Black Knights will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Boy, Tony.
He goes. Touchdown, Army!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every... Sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
That's a really good play by the defense, playing deep to shallow. My job is to stay as deep as the deepest. Make sure I don't get beat deep. If they throw it underneath, I go make a tackle and rally. But I can't give up those deep shots. Great job by the DB.
Now on second down. On the option. The pitch. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Using his feet. Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Running to the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Parrish. He's taking the shot.
Wow, they fucked you.
Down, just precision execution on that big play.
That ain't right.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go.
That's some shit.
Time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Cornhuskers look to keep this drive humming. Looking to go up top on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Come on, guys. Jump in the fucking air, my man.
First and goal from the 9.
31 on the play. First and goal, Nebraska. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Army 21, Nebraska 13.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Huskers want to pick up the tempo. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Takes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's Parrish. Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Buys a little time. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now, it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what we practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback checking off. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Past the 45. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Black Knights! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
Dude, what the fuck?
Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point.
Yo, your internet got me fucked up.
Just 4 plays. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown
That's some
run.
fucking bullshit.
The kickoff team out there getting set. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you
No.
just simply got to make it.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The offense in hurry-up mode.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
He makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. A shot toward the end zone.
Yo, how the fuck does that happen?
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Lead in the game, and the confidence is building. If only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out.
Fucking Holland.
We got the moment. If you give
How
me
you
the
getting
ball
fucking
back, I'm
roasted?
gonna win. Let's go, defense.
Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie.
Fuck, you running direct fucking snap.
Looking for a man. It's Parrish. Coming after it. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. He'll ride his man on the option. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning. A one-possession game. This offense tries to hold on. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
They'll run the option. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Goes to the option. Oh, look
No way.
And what a break to get that football back at this juncture. That would have been catastrophic. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Wow, man. Wow. Wow.
They recovered their own fumble, but now it's 3rd down. Wide out in motion. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a
Yo, what the fuck?
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
That's fucking disgusting, man. That's really fucking disgusting.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a
That's
side
freaking
adjustment.
pathetic.
He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. He's got it. He got
4th and
a
8.
touchdown along that
Wow.
left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
And after that completion,
Yo, my
it's
dude
decision
can't
time
even
now for the
fucking
head
reach
coach.
from
Do you
here.
kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing
He really
offense,
can't
or
even fucking reach from
trust
here.
your quarterback to make
Put me up
one
by
more
8.
big completion here and ice the game.
Oh, gosh.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yo.
So on 4th down,
I literally don't
comes
think
the
my
field
dude
goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the three to salvage that drive.
He made it.
Well, that's a huge
That's
kick right there,
crazy.
because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines.
Take that off him.
Take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker.
Sheesh.
Stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Pick the damn thing off.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air. It's Parrish. Unloads to the wideout.
Come on.
Wide open downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He wants to throw. Looking to buy time. He's going to take off. Underneath toast the coverage. Got it deep downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. And here comes the offense on second down. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On second down, wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Yo, where's my deep half at, dude? I fucking moved him back there.
Job for a huge gain there.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Looking to throw, it's Parrish. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. He makes a grab. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown, and man, oh man, time was about to run out on him, and now they need the 2-point conversion to tie.
Man, great job by this offense, but the work is not done. You knew what you needed when
I
you
had
started
this shit
drive.
on that.
Late in this ball game, time's running out. It's not on your side. I got to find my play, my best two-point
Just
conversion
a fucking
to go tie this puppy
cats,
up.
dude.
Listen to this crowd begging its defense to get a stop.
Listen. Terrier. Bang. Squirrel. Go.
From the gun.
Yeah! Let's go!
Well, I like the thought
Let's
process.
go,
You're trying
baby!
to force your opponent to at least have to score a touchdown.
Oh, damn, I got lucky.
You don't come away with a two-point conversion, but you're still feeling pretty good here late in the game.
Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming. And you know
GG's,
it's
man.
Great catches of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Yeah, how'd this dude get a carry? I don't even know that. Oh, Antonio. Yo, I had my receivers had pancakes. That's funny. Damn, you guys are on my back. Really? Dudes are on this guy. That's some shit. How do dudes got 83 speed, dude? They want this guy. That's crazy. Well, we're gonna have to. Mm.